Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. We all know we got buffs of our OG characters recently, and the most awaited buff blue Kaido is here. So here is another character guide episode of, and I will tell you everything about him to clear all your doubts. So let's begin the video. I won't be wasting time explaining traits as you can read them easily, but I'll tell you all the things he can do. Firstly, both his skills contain a knockback effect now. Also, his third hit of normal attack does knockback now too. His normals are pretty fast now. He nullifies status effects inside his treasure area. While his skill 1 is almost near to an invincible skill now. He pushes the enemy back while you hold the skill button. He nullifies knockback and status effect in the treasure area too. Coming to the tips. Capture the first treasure and stay in the treasure area until you fully fill the treasure gauge. With this, your attack would get buffed to 50% and defense would buff to 70%. You can easily fight the runners who don't have ignore the enemy and capture trait, while knockback would provide you 20% HP recovery instantly. Well, this is the basic tips and tricks of Kaido. I'll explain more things by moving to the next part. Now, his pros. He gets attack buff now, which is sufficient for him to kill enemies with his skills easily, along with lots of heals. You get heals from every normal attack from enemy, also from knockback too. If you are in your treasure area, it's hard for the runner to capture it. He can counter-ignore enemy and capture characters with his knockback ability too. So, he's a pretty tanky unit. Coming to the cons. His nullifies stagger and knockback only if his treasure gauge is above 80%. Otherwise, he would get knockback plus stagger too. I'll explain more on this afterwards. He doesn't have any immobilizing status effect like Snake. If characters like Lucci who would capture the treasure, then you can't remove him until you fully reduce his HP to KO him. That's all for the part of cons. Now, character you are strong against or who you can counter. Basically, you counter the characters who can ignore enemy and capture like Claw and Dark Roger, but to a limit. If your treasure is below 80%, then Dark Roger might be a bit problematic rest. You can easily handle him. You can push away runner with your skill 1 and could KO them too with attack buff. You can even counter runner Yamato, but only with your skill 1 when you push her away and the Aflame would kill her. Coming to the character you're weak against or your counters. You're basically weak against ignore defense users like Lucci in his second form, while he ignores defense on normals and skills too, while Kaido won't get clawed status effect, but still Lucci can be problematic. Also, Lightshank's skills are damaging and can kill you if you're below 30% HP. The main character is Blue No. He's going to be way annoying. He will ignore you and capture. Plus, he won't get knockback and you don't have any ignore damage reduction skills, so remember that you can't counter Blue No. Rest or mixed reviews and depend on your skills and stuff. Now coming to the main part, his medal set. First of all, you need to have max attack on him, like 70% attack, and max HP, which is 70% HP. Rest one spot can be either defense or flat attack as you wish. The reason I wouldn't recommend defense on medal, as he has defense buff already, while most character ignore defense too, so best option is HP. The first medal set recommendation is Attacker Kaido medal, New Whitebeard meal, and Event King medal, all giving 6% skill 1 cooldown combined when someone attacks you. If you don't have an old King medal, replace him with an Event Kaido medal who can reduce skill cooldown on KO. Kaido already has 5% skill 1 cooldown. With this medal set, he will get 11% skill 1 cooldown, which would make him skill 1 instantly back for use. Second could be Triple Kaido, as I always suggest. Provides cooldown on capture and damage reduction in the treasure area with 2% skill 1 cooldown. The third is any triple Luffy set with either zone or paramecia tags, but same with all three. Include those having damage reduction traits as they would be the best. Well, that's all for today's video, guys. See you in the next one. Next video would be Yamato character guide for sure, as she got buffed too. So, stay tuned.